Hi, Peter H channel again. So this time I'm going to join two pieces of tube. This one has got an inside diameter the same as the outside diameter of this roughly, but I don't want to join them like that because the fuel can leak up through the sides. These are two fuel pipes. So I've got my old offcut again, my bit of round bar, and I'm going to turn it down so that this inside diameter fits on, and then I'll turn it down while it's still on the chuck so this inside diameter fits on, and it should just make a little bridge piece. And I'll also have to bore a hole through there, be something like a 2mm, 2.5, 3mm hole, and so that the fuel can flow through. So that the workpiece there is within tolerance, sort of immatures at a chuck. Sort of immatures at a... Okay, today's oil is 10W40. This is for the bearings of the Portas. I've got another one in here that you can't see. So first we're just going to face this off. Tailstock chuck to bore a 2mm hole in there. 2mm hole in there. 2mm hole in there. So just putting in the start drill. In the tailstock chuck. Give it a tweak. I don't actually know the size of this one, but I think it's 1.5mm. Might be a 2mm. And now I've just got to tighten the tailstock with the tailstock tightening nuts. Today's cutting fluid is 10W30. Let's see if we can't do this one-handed. That's all there is to a start hole, really. That's all there is to a start hole, really. So I've got a 2.8mm drill, and it's going in 20.5mm. Put the drill in the tailstock chuck. Look for the chuck key. Oops. I'll get it in position and tighten the tailstock. Same cutting fluid as before, 10W40. So now the first cut is going to go 10mm in, and that's to put this small one on. And then after that, the second one's going to go further 10mm, and that'll be to put the wide one on. So I just need to scribe in a line that's 10mm. There's already one there. That's good. Sparking right over at the side. Close now, isn't it? I don't want it to be a push bit. because I want this to be, I want to get the rubber nice and damp, wet, hot, so that it fits over there real tight. It's so cold in here. I'm not sure it's going to be very easy to get those. Maybe if I keep it in my pocket, I'll keep it warm. Measuring it actually. Yeah. I said 5 mil, didn't I? Not do it that way. I reckon. Oops, oh no, it won't go on, that's good, isn't it? It's a very tight fit, but the rubber is quite cold. Can't get it to warm up in this temperature. But as it's sliding on like that, when it's quite cold, I think if I heat it up a bit, it'll go on real well. So that's the first one. Would help if I had. It's not going to help. Yep, that's alright. Would have been nice to be a little longer. Warm it up a little light. Right. Oops. Right, so next on is this one. I have to turn down another centimetre. blooming slide fit now. Well, hopefully it won't be too loose and I can put a clamp on it. Now we're going to part it off. Here is the parting tool fitted into the quick change tool post. I hope this is clear. I'm going to use this thing a couple of times and pretty eager to get on with it. I just lift that up. Alright. I've actually used two longer tools. I'm going to try that. Like I say, I've only used it twice. Don't often part off with a parting tool, usually use a hacksaw. Dear oh dear, what a haulix. Right. Well, the important thing is the hole goes all the way through. Let's have a look at that. It's got a hole in it. I don't know if you can see that. So, because I saw it. Ooh, there's a hole. Back in the warm where the rubber is flexible. I'm just going to try that. So this is the little bridge we made between the two different sized tubes, and we'll see if it works in a second. So on inspection, it was a little hard. I had to heat the rubber up with some boiling water, and it did cut into the rubber a bit, so I could have made it a bit smaller. This one is a good size, but you know, it lets fuel pass through, and the two are going to be fuel type with little clamps on there, no problem.